right, here now to take us into the trenches for the next chapter in the Blockbuster series is Mark Lamia. How are you, Mark?
Great.
Good to have you here. No, thank you for coming and for bringing the game as well. Don't get me wrong, you're allowed on the stage without it, but we much prefer it to be here. Black Ops is all about different stories and different areas and the tried and true gameplay that we know. Where are we right now, Mark? What are we seeing here?
Well, we're dropped deep behind enemy lines here. You're playing with Woods, and you're going to play a lot of this game with Woods, and he's in the SOG, the Studies and Observation Group. They're Black Ops group. And you guys have been through it, as you can tell. He's looking a little bit rough.
Yeah.
We're dropping about a third of the way through this mission here. You've come across this Soviet encampment, and you know.
Mark, is this a mission grounded in, because I mean it's Black Ops, so we're not really supposed to know about these missions.
Yeah,
are we like trying to steal Hitler's lollipop, or is this a mission that was founded on something, you know, legit?
Well, let's just say that I couldn't tell you if it was legit.
And neither could they, of course.
It's you know, what we did is we did a lot of research. We were inspired by learning a lot about these classified missions that have only until recently been declassified. And then we came up with our own creative in the studio. I mean, Call of Duty Black Ops couldn't be sort of more perfect fit for what we wanted to do. We wanted to get creative, create a bunch of new gameplay experiences, and this level here.
Here's one of them. I'm used to calling these guys in to do this work for me in the game.
And then you wait, and then they come in, and then you move on with your day.
Right. And so, you know, we figured Black Ops, these guys, they had access to all the best technology, all the best weaponry.
I think someone would have wrote about this mission on a Wikipedia if a guy was raining Hellfire missiles down on a village. I think that's noticeable, but...
Right, after jacking a hind.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And since the story does bounce around, what are some opportunities that gives you to be more creative in the gameplay?
Yeah, that is actually it, because the story takes place in so many different places over a great period of time. The designers have been allowed to go in and really get creative with whatever they wanted to make. In this instance, you know, we could have done this as a rail level, we could have done this as a controllable helicopter. In this case, we went for the controllable helicopter. It meant we had to do a bunch of new technology upgrades in order to accommodate it.
I was going to say,
this is something that we wanted to do.
This must have been a bit of an overhaul to the game engine. Is there streaming textures and models and all that jazz to get this going?
You got it. You should have seen the emails that were going back and forth inside the studios. They're like, you know, in order to draw these distances and not have all the pop-ins and stuff, we had to introduce a new texture streaming solution. You know, whether you're firing with the rockets or whether you're firing with your guns, everything explodes differently. So all the particle effects that you see, the lighting system, all of the when we get to it, you're going to see all of these, you know, all the ground troops. People are running all over the place. That's inspired by looking at real footage when helicopters go into attack, and you see all these kinds of people disperse and take cover.
Turns out people don't hang out and wave.
And hang
They
out
just
and
don't.
wave or rush you. I love when they charge you. It's like, I'm shooting you right now.
But I have a knife, helicopter, I'll show you.
So, but it doesn't matter. As you can see, whatever you're taking out, there's a reaction. Depending upon how you take it out, whether, like I said, whether you take it out with a rocket or a machine gun.
physics effects on
Tons
the towers coming down.
Exactly. Not only the physics on the helicopter, but also the destruction, all the physics introduced for that.
It's gorgeous.
It's just, you know, frankly, this is all about being able to take control of probably the most badass weapon in Call of Duty, which would be the Hind.
Yeah.
Now, so you're taking control of this helicopter. How hard was it to get the controls right? I mean, because, you know, a game like this, it's 100% based in controls.
Right, so we're going to have this big, long 10-minute tutorial. No, I'm just joking. It's Call of Duty, right?
Right.
And you're badass Black Ops, so you got to be able to go in and take this helicopter and just be able to start wreaking havoc, and that's actually what you can do. So if you can play Call of Duty, you're going to get right into this, and we have worked to make the controls really accessible, just so that you can jump right in and play and be able to start doing this.
And blow up everything that you see
right.
in very pretty ways. Now, Mark, Call of Duty as a franchise did an amazing job of taking the multiplayer side of things and giving you an incentive to keep playing. Character customization, unlockables, everybody knows that frantic race to the red dot site. But I mean, what are you doing in Black Ops to make sure that multiplayer stays fresh and you have that level of customization?
So obviously, Call of Duty incredibly popular, and I think it has that sort of that addictive flavor that you're talking about. I think one of the things is we listen to the community. We know that people really want deeper levels of customization and greater choice. So that is one of the core tenets and philosophies that the multiplayer team has gone into designing. So while I'm not getting into the specifics of multiplayer with you here today, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you down the road, what I can tell you is that we're going to be doing greater level of customization and allowing player that greater choice, and as well as we know that players, they like to play with their friends, they like to play all the time, and so we're going to be adding different ways to allow players to extend the social
A helicopter
experience
perk
around
is what
it.
you're trying to say.
You know,
Love it.
I
You
can't
heard it here
really
first.
say.
Let me unlock
I
the
can't really
helicopter.
say.
Mark, thanks for coming by. The game looks
welcome. You're
amazing.
welcome. You're
really
welcome.
appreciate you sharing
Thank
with us. And you'll be back later in the show, or at least Call of Duty will be back later in the show with more to look at. So,
Love to
Absolutely.
come back and
Yeah.
share with you what the team's working on.
thanks, Mark.
All right.